You've booked your cruise and you're repacking your bags. But did you know that a simple, common household item could get your luggage flagged and confiscated? Even worse, another item on our list could get you kicked off the ship in a foreign port, no questions asked. We've all been there. You standing in front of your suitcase, trying to fit your entire life into it for a 7-day vacation. You pack your outfits, your toiletries, and then you start packing the just-in-case items. But on a cruise ship, just-in-case can quickly turn into just confiscated. Cruise lines are incredibly strict about what you bring on board. This isn't like a hotel. You run a massive moving vessel in the middle of the ocean, and their number one priority is safety. Fire is the single greatest threat at sea. As a result, many items that are perfectly safe at home are on the absolute no-fly, or rather, no-sail, list. If you're caught with these, best-case scenario, security will find it in your checked bag, hold it until the end of the cruise, and leave you a sad little note. Worst-case scenario, you could be denied boarding or even disembarked at the next port. Ever pack for your cruise? Kicking off our list at number 10 are things that roll, but aren't your suitcase. This means hoverboards, roller skates, inline skates, skateboards, and yes, even those Heelys shoes with the little wheels in the heel. Number 10. Wheeled recreational devices. The reason is pretty simple. It's a massive liability. Cruise ships are not static environments. They can pitch, roll, and lurch unexpectedly, even in calm seas. The last thing the crew wants is a passenger rocketing down a narrow hallway or across the pool deck and colliding with another guest. On top of that, the lithium-ion batteries in many hoverboards are a well-documented fire risk, which, as you'll see, is a running theme on this list. So save the skating for the onboard ice rink, if your ship has one. Number 9. High-powered walkie-talkies or ham radios. One is a bit technical, but it's crucial. Many families think walkie-talkies are a great, non-Wi-Fi way to keep in touch on a massive ship. And for the most part, basic, short-range family radios are usually fine. The problem comes with high-powered models, like ham radios or powerful two-way transmitters. These devices can operate on frequencies that interfere with the ship's own critical navigation and communication systems. The ship's bridge is running on complex radar, satellite, and radio signals, and your walkie-talkie trying to find your kids at the buffet could, in a worst-case scenario, block a vital signal. Stick to the cruise lines app, or just use the old-fashioned meet back here at 3 p.m. method. Number 8. Drones. No, this one hurts. As travelers, we all want that epic, cinematic shot of the ship sailing into a beautiful port. But flying a drone from a cruise ship is a universal no on every single cruise line. First, there's the interference issue we just talked about. Second, there's the massive privacy concern. Nobody on their private balcony wants your camera hovering outside their window. And finally, there's the safety risk. High winds on a moving ship make flying incredibly difficult. Losing control and crashing a drone onto a crowded Lido deck is a recipe for disaster. Now, can you bring a drone on the ship? This varies. Some lines, like Carnival, may let you bring it as long as you only use it on shore, in ports where it's legal. Other lines, like Royal Caribbean, may require you to check it with security for the entire voyage, and many ban them outright. Don't risk it. Check your line's specific policy, or just leave it at 7. Home. Candles and incense. Want to make your windowless interior cabin feel a bit cozier? I get it, but bringing a candle or some incense is one of the fastest ways to get a very serious visit from ship security. This one is simple: no open flames, ever. A cruise ship is a contained environment. A small fire in one cabin can become a ship-wide catastrophe in minutes. This rule is absolute and non-negotiable. It's the same reason smoking is only allowed in tiny, designated areas. If you want a nice smell, pack a non-aerosol room spray, a reed diffuser, or a battery-operated, flameless Number candle. 6. Illegal drugs, including marijuana and CBD, is the one that can get you in the most trouble. Not just confiscated trouble, but kicked off the ship and arrested in a foreign country trouble. I don't just mean hard drugs, that's obvious. This includes marijuana and all CBD products. It does not matter if it's legal in your home state. It does not matter if you have a medical prescription. The second a cruise ship leaves port, it is under federal and international maritime law, where these substances are illegal. Furthermore, the countries you'll be visiting, especially in the Caribbean, have extremely strict drug laws. Cruise lines have a zero-tolerance policy. They use sniffer dogs during embarkation, and if you are caught, you will be disembarked at the next port, at your own expense, and likely banned from the cruise line for life. This is not a risk
Number
worth
5.
taking. Weapons, replicas, and sharp objects. Obvious one, but with some very surprising exceptions. Of course, you can't bring firearms or ammunition, but this ban also extends to pepper spray, tasers, and even realistic toy guns for your kids. The most common item that gets snagged here is a knife. Most cruise lines ban any knife with a blade longer than 4 inches. This includes large pocket knives, multi-tools, and definitely any martial arts or self-defense items. Even a pair of scissors can be an issue. Small grooming or medical scissors are usually fine, but leave the big craft scissors at home. When in doubt, just leave it behind. Security will not hesitate to confiscate anything they deem a potential weapon. Number 4. Hard liquor. The classic cruise battle, bringing your own booze. Let's be clear, cruise lines make a ton of money from onboard alcohol sales. They do not want you bringing your own. You cannot, under any circumstances, bring bottles of hard liquor or beer on board. They will find it in the X-ray, they will confiscate it, and you will get it back on the last day. The one exception, most major lines, like Royal Caribbean and Carnival, do allow you to bring 1 bottle of wine or champagne per adult in your carry-on bag, not your checked luggage. This is a great way to save a little money, but if you try to bring a case of vodka, you're just going to be donating it to the security team. Number 3. Coffee makers, hot plates, and kettles. Back to the number 1 enemy on a cruise ship, heat. Just like candles and irons, any personal appliance with a heating element is strictly forbidden. This includes your personal coffee maker, an electric kettle for tea, a hot plate, or even a rice cooker. Yes, ship coffee can be hit or miss, but the ship's electrical grid is not designed for hundreds of individual high-wattage appliances running at once. They are an extreme fire hazard. Don't worry, you won't be without caffeine. There is free coffee and hot water available 24/7 in the buffet, and you can always order room service or splurge on a latte from the specialty cafe. Number 2. Clothes, steamers, and travel irons. This is the one that gets so many first-time cruisers. You've packed your nice dinner outfits, and you want them to be crisp and wrinkle-free. So you pack a small travel steamer or a little iron. Makes sense, right? Wrong. These are, again, a massive fire hazard and are banned on every single cruise line. They will be found and they will be confiscated. ESO, what do? You have a few options. 1. Pack wrinkle release spray. It works wonders. 2. Hang your clothes in the bathroom while you take a hot shower. The steam will help the wrinkles fall out. Or 3. Most ships have public self-service laundry rooms with irons you are allowed to use, or you can just send your clothes out for the ship's pressing service. Number 1. Surge Protector Power Strips. Here it is. The number 1 most common, most surprising, and most confiscated item on a cruise ship, the Surge Protector Power Strip. You were thinking, but a cruise cabin only has 1 outlet. How am I supposed to charge my phone, my watch, my camera, and my laptop? You're right, and you are allowed to bring a power strip, but it cannot have a surge protector. This sounds backward. Aren't surge protectors safer? At home, yes. On a ship, no. A ship's electrical system is wired differently than a house's. A surge protector can actually overload the ship's circuit and create a, you guessed it, major fire hazard. This is so serious that the U.S. Coast Guard has issued safety alerts about it. What you can bring is a cruise-approved power strip. This means it has no surge protector and, ideally, no long cord. They often come in a cube shape with multiple outlets and USB ports, and they are a total game changer. I'll link a few examples in the description. So there you have it. 10 things to leave at home to make sure your embarkation day is smooth and all your luggage actually makes it to your cabin. The golden rule is always this: when in doubt, check your specific cruise line's prohibited items list. They all have one on their website. It's always better to know before you go. Packing for a cruise is all about being smart, safe, and ready for a week of relaxation. Now that you know what not to pack, you're one step closer to that perfect vacation. What's the most surprising item on this list? Or have you ever had something weird confiscated by cruise security? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more cruising secrets and travel tips to make your next vacation flawless, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and happy sailing.